Assalamu alaikum ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can set up SDL, SDL image, SQLite for C++ and Flecs for the ECS. Alright, of course using Modern CMake. Alright, so here of course we have a project. You can change this project name to whichever you want. You're going to find all the code in the description below as a link to my GitHub Repo right here. Please go ahead and post an issue or pull request if you're having trouble building one of the existing, or you want a newer dependency that you had trouble setting up, right? Just let me know in the comments or the issues or pull requests. I'm gonna make a video about it and add it here into this repo. Alright, so of course I'm using here target compile features, CXX std23, so C++23 here, one single CPP file here, and this line is for like fixing the problems of SDL dynamic library DLL not found, right, and other dynamic libraries basically. And here of course we have CPM, which is basically a CMake package manager that is easy to set up. Like you just copy these lines and there you go, you have it done. If you want to actually know how to set it up yourself, then you could just look for CPM CMake and you're gonna find it down in the description below, and you're gonna go down a bit, add in CPM, go to the wiki, and then you're just gonna copy these lines right here. Of course, if you want to like update CPM, then you have to change these stuff right here and like just copy over this stuff again. But anyways, so afterwards I have libs variable, basically a variable called libs, and then I'm adding the dependencies using CPM. So CPM add package gh, which stands for GitHub, and here we got lib SDL org SDL. So we're adding SDL, and of course we're adding the latest commit right here as the time of the recording. So like if you look into SDL GitHub here, right, let's see what is the latest commit, and this is the latest commit, right? I just copied this code right here and put it here basically. If you want to update it, you just got to copy the newer code and put it here, too simply. If you want to use instead a particular release instead of the latest main version, then you just got to go to releases or even tags, doesn't matter, depend on what you want, right? If you want the latest 2 version like SDL2, then you got to go with, let's say this one. You just got to copy this commit or copy this tag name, and you got to put it there basically. Just copy and paste here, just like that. But I'm gonna stay like with that one. All right, if you want the latest like SDL3, then you can go ahead and copy this instead and paste it there. After that, we have list append libs SDL3. Now, just instead of actually adding this directly to here, I'm actually using this array variable right here just to make it very easy to remove the dependencies that you actually don't want. Like, let's say if you don't want SDL, then you could easily just come to SDL, or even remove the whole thing from the equation, right? It's very easy, so you don't have to actually remove stuff from here and there. So like you just remove it in one place and stuff. But yeah. Other than that, here we have SDL image, and here I'm actually setting off SDL image AVIF image format, which is a modern or a newer image format, which requires quite a lot of dependencies. So it requires Perl and NASM to be in the path, to be in your path for libaom, right? If you don't want the AVIF image format, then you don't need this, and you don't need Perl and NASM. Basically use Perl to generate some CPU detection scripts and NASM to build some binary code. Well, sorry, assembly code, right? Okay, and now here we have CPM add package as before, libSDL org, SDL image, and the latest tag or commit tag. All right, and then we list append SDL3 image to the libraries that we're gonna link to our executable, as you can see. And then finally, well, not finally, but we have Flecs too, right? Same thing, exactly same thing. SQLite, right? So we have that too here, though I'm using the CPP version, though there is a C version too if you want it. But yeah, if you want me to go in depth through one of these libraries, like some tutorial, then let me know. Right now I'm just showing you how to set up all of this stuff, right? And yeah, that's basically it. And finally, of course, we use that array that we have built from this dependencies and to link it to the project. And that's basically it for the CMake. The C++, I just have a little bit of stuff just to load stuff, right? So of course you have SDL, include SDL3, SDL, and Flecs, SQLite CPP, SQLite CPP, SDL3 image, SDL image, SDL init video, SDL init audio. And then for the image stuff, you could just say image load and then load the image that you want using the path, right? And then it would give you back an SDL surface. And that's basically it. For SQLite databases, you just do it like this, like SQLite database RAI object. You gotta call it some name, and then you gotta open it. You give it the file name of the database, and then you give it the flags. Like if you want to create a newer SQLite thing, then you say open create. And for reading and writing operations, you also need to add this flag. For Flecs, I just made the ESCS world, and there we go. And that's basically it. And of course, return exit status. And you can notice here that if I go to my build here and binary, you can see that all of the libraries and stuff are right there. And also the database here, there we go. And yeah, that's basically how it goes. If you want to learn more about how to use these libraries, please just go to, like, let's say you want to learn more about Flecs, then just look for Flecs API, well, sorry, Flecs GitHub, there we go. And look for the examples right here and go to CPP and then look for the examples. There's like a hello world, which is supposed to be the simplest one out there. Right, and as you can see how you can create components and stuff like that. If you want me to go through in depth, please let me know in the comment section. And yeah, that's basically it. Same thing with the SDL image stuff. There's also some other options you can actually check out. For example, in SDL image, you can actually go ahead to SDL image repo. Right, let's go and go to the CMake list and look for this thing right here. Hold on, this thing that I used here, this option, Control F, and then basically paste that, and there we go. This is all the options that you can check out. So like if you don't need some of these image formats, then you could just basically add them here like this. You know, just like copy this line, remove this actual stuff right here. Like let's say you don't want PNG, then say PNG and let this be off, right? If you want this to be on, just remove the line pretty much, or make it on. That's basically it. But yeah, if you wanna, like, if you want the AVIF like image format, then you need to go ahead, look for Perl and install it pretty much. And you also gotta look for NASM and install it. Other than that, you're gonna make sure to add it to, like, basically what you're gonna get after that is, let me show you. If I still have them here, let's see, sort. Let's just look for NASM right here. Apparently I don't have it, which is interesting. All right, let me just show you how you do it. I'm not sure why. Well, assembly, let's say assembler, okay. There we go, okay, Doloid. And then the latest version, or whichever version you want. Then let's go to Win64, and then you could go with the installer on Win64. I'm just gonna go with the portable version because why not? Oh, apparently I have it in my desktop, but it's good that I show you how to do it. So extract all, and then you just say extract. Then you're gonna get, let's see. There we go. You're gonna get such a file right here, and you're just gonna have these two executables. You're just gonna go ahead and say Control Shift C, or to simply copy this path here, and then, or actually no, just copy this path right here, right, the directory, and then look for environment variables, and basically add it to your path right here. Just add that path there, and you should be good to go for NASM. There we go. For Perl, same thing, nothing crazy. Perl Doloid, you gotta go to Windows, You gotta either go with Active Perl, Strawberry Burl. This one is basically open source, this one is not. I just gone with Strawberry Perl, though it did take quite a while to incompress. I haven't tried Active Perl. But anyways, after you incompress that stuff, you're gonna get this, right? You're gonna get this whole thing. You're just gonna go to Perl right here, this folder, and then bin. And then you're gonna copy this folder right here. And then you're gonna add it to your path. So environment variables, and also go ahead and add it to the path. There we go. Okay. And yeah, now we could actually remove this, but be careful whenever you change the what is it called, the environment variables. Make sure to restart your IDE. So I'm gonna restart it here so the changes takes effect, and then we could actually also compile Avif since we have Perl and NASM in the path. So yeah, now if we actually try this out, it should work if I didn't miss on anything. Modern CMake project. Okay, there's also a lot of other options. If you have C-Line IDE, I'm not sure about the other IDEs, but C-Line at least, if you go to here, you can like say all CMake, well, not that one, hold on, cache variables, sorry. So you gotta look for cache variables, and well, after this configuration is set up, you're gonna find a lot of variables they can check. Like for example, if you don't need some specific stuff of SDL, let's say you don't need SDL audio, then you could actually check it off and it won't be built. So your binary would be way smaller and your build time would also be a little bit smaller. But yeah, or should I say shorter, but anyways, let's actually build this now. And it should right now include Avif 2. Hopefully, but yeah, that was it guys for this video. If you want to thank me, you could, you know, make a donation, like the person like the comment I put it here right now, or otherwise you could just share with your friends. That would really help out the channel to grow. So that was it guys for this video, and see you later. Goodbye everyone.